One of the mistakes I made when I was younger, and I heard the phrase when I got in the 12-step rooms. It was judging people's inside by what I see outside, and also judging my insides by what I saw outside. And what I noticed is I had a lot of fantastical, a lot of sensational thoughts. Another way to put it, a lot of concepts that weren't based on reality. It's based on how I felt. Based on how I felt over the years, all the slights, things that happened, things that didn't happen. And the thing that was one of the hardest to digest was when it came to myself looking at the mirror when I was at my lowest. And as I continue to climb, is to believe when they tell you who they are. Peace. It's Travis Well. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. We're talking about first looking in the mirror and being able to clearly see what everyone else sees. And I like this phrase old Coach Burt been saying, I heard over the last few months, is you can't see the picture when you're inside the frame. So that's true. It's a true statement. It's a good one. And yet, we should never stop looking to be objective with ourselves. Should never stop looking to check ourselves as best we can. Part of the way is to get people we trust around us. Whether it's a paid coach or you're fortunate enough to have people around you that help give you the information about yourself, that see you clearer than you see yourself sometimes. That's one thing. And then, of course, the next level is they actually give you good, orderly direction, right? You got some guides around you. So, if you had those people, you thank the Most High for them, that He's speaking through your people to you. And if not, this is something we all need on every level and ideally in every area of our life. We can make it as complicated as we want. I think as simple as I would get is looking at the 8 frequencies. And when we look at those 4 frequencies of intuition and sensing, the perceiving, the way we see the world, and then we look at the thinking and the feeling, the way we make decisions, and we look at those frequencies, each one of those has an introverted or an extroverted attitude. That gives us 8 different frequencies of life. And those are minimum 8 different people you should need in your life representing each one of those frequencies. Maybe less, maybe a minimum 7, right? Which that aligns with how our organizations are. As far as, excuse me when I say are, I'm saying Moorish American organizations. We look to have, as we say, 7 tried and true, chosen by you. So it's in a lot of ways I'm looking for that in my life. I'm saying even 6, and I'll be the 7th, but ideally 7. Ideally more than that. I said these are the friendships I wish to have in my life. People that can give me God, good orderly direction, right? The Most High is speaking through them. And it can be just as difficult sometimes to believe in that. To believe there are people for you. Some you gonna have to pay. Some you may not have to pay because y'all are at the same level. Maybe you already got someone in your life. And sometimes we don't believe the people when they come in our life. And they may be here today and gone tomorrow if we don't take action. If we don't take action on building a relationship, when another high level individual comes into your life, it's what we call missed opportunity. So sometimes I often hear this in the negative. Believe when they tell you who they are. Believe people when they tell you who they are. Matter of fact, I think I've exclusively heard it in a negative sense. Yeah, and that's true. But that's what we do here, Pure Sound L, Pure Sound Daily Business. Let's flip it the other way. Are we believing someone when they show a capacity to take us up to another level? Are we believing when someone becomes an angel in our life? I'm not talking about the flapping the wings. An angel is a messenger. That's why I was saying God earlier. Good, orderly direction. An angel, a messenger, bringing you the message you need in the time of life you're in. That's why I went live earlier. I was talking about who to listen to. Someone that you vibe with and that's relevant to your purpose. The relevance piece can only be clear if you know where you're at and you know where you're going. You know where you want to be, you know who you want to be. So you won't have the ability to believe someone, to be that angel to show up, to be that coach, to be that teacher, to be that leader you need to level yourself up. Heck, even sometimes, a lot of times, is the student that the leader or the teacher needs so they can level up. But you may be too cynical to believe that's who they are. May be too close-minded to believe that's who they are. But again, it's how we get an open mind, by first knowing ourselves, knowing where we're at, and knowing where we want to be. So I always got to stick to the fundamentals. No fundamentals, everything else falls apart. You don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So that's where it comes back to people always talking on the negative side, the cynical side of believe somebody when they show you they a bad person or they ain't worth nothing. Well, believe in yourself and who are you telling yourself you are. Then tell me what you see and what you believe in other people. Chew on that one. It's Travis Soda Well. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.